to Sacred Hoops by our old coach, Jeff Dvorak. He was talking to Matthew Rama, who is the person who organized this Sacred Hoops team. So Dvorak talked to him at the Pine Ridge game against Dells at Winter, and he was talking to him about me, saying how he would love for me to play there with them. And then I was Dvorak's teacher assistant, and he told me about how he talked to him about me, saying he wanted me to play, and then I contacted Matt and said that I was interested in playing, and then we talked back and forth, talked to the coach, and then I just decided to play with them because I thought it would be a good opportunity. Different, but it was a lot of fun because I was able to score more, do things more for me, and not like rely on like other teammates, I guess, because I had chances to work on stuff for me individually and then also like play with the team too. Just like knowing that I was offered to play with an all-native team was really big, because apparently that this team was like the best like natives in South Dakota, and knowing that I had the chance to play with them was awesome. I got close with a lot of the girls, like we're friends now, and I don't know, it was like a good opportunity.
Let's take away just the basketball aspect of it. Let's talk about the cultural aspect. What did you learn about your culture playing for the all-native team?
Well, during our practices, we would start off with saying like a prayer in Lakota, and we would stand in a circle, hold hands, and they would sing like a Lakota song. And I had no idea what they were saying, but like the more and more like we practiced and the more they did it, like I guess like grew into it, like because like I've never like learned Lakota, and like just listening to them like sing it like made me really interested in like the Lakota language. And we would also have sage, and we would put it all over our body to like cleanse our body. So it was just really different and a lot of fun. Well, I've talked to some of them like what it's like, because obviously I'm from Del Rapids, like it's not like living on the reservation, and like they said that it's a lot different because they don't have like, I guess, nicest homes as us, and like they don't have like the same opportunities that we do. And they said that it's tough because a lot of like violence happens and stuff like that. So I guess I can't really relate to them, but I can still like picture it in my head. I would say to go for it, because even though we didn't win a lot of games, or you might not, it's still like a good experience, because coming from playing with all the Dells girls, like it was so different, but it was still really fun because I got to learn new things through our coach and learned a lot of other things from players. And when I first heard about Sacred Hoops, like the all-native team, like knowing that this was going to be their first like native team, I guess just to be more open to things through basketball. Like basketball has taught me so many things about like life, like communicating, like just stuff like that. And I guess it's a really good experience because it's taken me out of my comfort zone, making me make new friends and learn more about basketball itself.
Well, we actually adopted Ravyn at birth, and we adopted her through Catholic Family Services, and we had put our profile into a group of other adopted parents that are potential adopted parents, and Ravyn's birth mom chose my husband and I to parent her. So it's been obviously a great blessing. It was really important to give Ravyn some exposure to her culture, because obviously growing up at Del Rapids, it has been, limited versus, the players that Ravyn played with this summer that have, grown up on reservations and been more, active within their tribe. She didn't have the opportunity per se to do that. And so it was just a great learning opportunity for Ravyn, and exposing her, you know, like she talked about, just in terms of the prayer that they do, you know, prior to starting their practices. And Amanda Carlo has been a great influence on Ravyn, and a big supporter of her in terms of, you know, her basketball career in high school, as well as, you know, after high school, whatever, you know, opportunities may come. She's been a great supporter of Ravyn. As it's just been a great program in terms of just seeing what, you know, Ellen Bertram has developed, you know, not only for kids East River, but especially West River, that don't have the opportunities that we pretty much take for granted here. You know, our kids growing up have always been able to participate in summer AAU type programs, or actually year-round programs. And so it was just a great learning opportunity for Ravyn from a cultural perspective. You know, at this point, when your child gets to be 17, any time that you get to spend together, even if it's in a car, you know, traveling to practice, is definitely time well spent from our perspective. So we enjoyed knowing that was her last summer of playing in AAU basketball, and being able to do some travel out for practices was, you know, enjoyable from our perspective. And we definitely appreciated the opportunity for Ravyn to play on that team. You know, it definitely was pushing Ravyn outside of her comfort zone, and that's a good thing, you know, because obviously you're going to have lots of new experiences. Typically when Ravyn has played summer ball and different AAU programs, that's with kids that or players that she knows, that have similar type of play. And so this was very different for her, and, you know, a great learning opportunity in terms of, it was a very much more fast-paced type of game, and it was just from you know, the kids that she was able to meet and the experiences that they were able to share with each other. I would definitely, you know, recommend Sacred Hoops. First off, I want to thank them for giving her the opportunity to do that. I mean, it certainly, from our perspective, allowed us to you know, the travel was easy to do because of the fact that, you know, she wasn't playing for, you know, tournaments this year. So that was a great opportunity. You know, they went to some very competitive tournaments, had some opportunity to play in front of, you know, some college coaches and get some college exposure, and grow as a basketball player and grow as a person. And if you can get that out of one summer, it's a definite win.